Okay, for this look that we're going to teach now is a traditional smoky eye. This is the comments and the questions I get more than any other look. I'm going to teach it very simply on our lovely model, Jamie, here. It's a really easy and very wearable look if you do it right. So we're going to teach that today. Now, you guys know in all the videos, I'm actually demonstrating product and demonstrating makeup on the models, but what you want to do is make sure you use these tips, learn these tips, take notes, and transfer it while teaching to your customers. Okay, so we're going for a traditional smoky eye. We are using the Beach Blonde Cream Eye Color for the primer once again, just right along that lid. You know, one thing I haven't said in the other videos, if you're watching this later on, is how to clean this cream eye color brush. If you just take a little bit of rubbing alcohol, put it in the base of like your kitchen sink or your bathroom sink or a little bowl, all of this cream will fall right out, as well as your foundation brushes. You want to make sure that you use acrylic when you're working with creams and liquids, and you're using a natural powder brush with powders, or natural hair brush, sorry. So I am going to switch to a natural hair brush, which is your eye color brush in your Mary Kay professional brush set, this brush right here. We are going to take Sweet Cream, which is a matte highlighter. Now, every time I say the same thing, but really when you're working with a smoky eye, it's even more important to not put shimmer underneath that eyebrow. You want it to be a matte color. If you put shimmer here, it's going to look like a disco ball really quickly. And you are not 12. If you're 12, you can do whatever you want. But those of us that are over the age of 12, we have to really watch that shimmer up there. So keep that matte. But here's where you're going to use the shimmer. So I'm going to take Honey Spice. What I love about Honey Spice is that it's a more forgiving shimmer. It doesn't have lots of like big glitter pieces in it. It's just a really pretty, sophisticated shimmer. You're really going to highlight that interior corner. We want this to shine. And make sure you're hitting that tear duct also, right through there. Okay, now with your mid-tone color, we're going to go back to Old Steady Driftwood. When in doubt, just use Driftwood. It's just beautiful. We are going to stay 3/4 of the way on the outside. So starting here, pulling 3/4 of the way, and blending. Really letting that brush softly, just like that. And so the point of this mid-tone color is to contour and create dimension in that crease area. And sorry if you can hear the panting of the dogs. They come with the territory. Okay, so right through there, just creating a little bit of depth. I'm going to switch brushes into the eye crease brush. It's got a little bit more of a point to the top. And now this is when I'm going to go into some kohl. Now when you're working with kohl, just know that it is very not forgiving, very unforgiving. So I'm going to take light layers and just build up. I'm going to stay on that outside half of the eye. Right here by that lash line is the most important. I want that to be the darkest place of your entire face. And that's just a good rule of thumb for every look, but especially when you're working with a smoky eye, I'm going to make sure that that kohl doesn't come too far over, because that's how people, you know, you mess around with the smoky eye and you look in the mirror and it looks like you got punched in the face. It's because you've taken that dark color too far over. So we're going to make sure we're keeping that just in that outer half of the eye. It's darker right here, and then it's blended over, giving that smoke effect. Get the lash line real nice, right there. Do the same thing over here. Just really paying attention to the first place my brush hits is the most important because it's the darkest, and then I'm going to blend out from there. Times it high. He's over there licking Mariah, the photographer's leg right now, which is very funny. If we had a blooper reel. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit of that color out of the brush and now just do a little bit more blending. Close one. I'm just gonna go through here. There's no color, but I'm just going to blend because you don't want there to be a definite stop-start point. You want it to be, like I said, like a smoke effect. So very subtle changes. Now I'm gonna grab the magic brush, which is your eyeliner brush. We're still with the kohl. And I'm gonna get right in the lash line. I'm gonna go a little bit more intense because of the smoky eye. The smoky eye is definitely the more dramatic look that you can go for. Most people will save this for an evening look. You know, I'm a makeup girl, so Monday morning at 10 o'clock, this is perfectly appropriate for me. So whatever your taste is. Really getting in that lash line. Okay, look up for me. I'm gonna do that same thing on those lower lashes. Thicker on the outside, thinner as you come inside. With the smoky eye in particular, you gotta make sure that you keep that light to dark very specifically so that your eyes still look big and open even with all of that makeup and that drama behind it. We're gonna make sure that we pick up all that powder that's fallen off with your age-fighting moisturizer. These little sponges, get right up there next to that eyeliner line. It's really trendy to have that eyeliner line be very thin. It used to be that we wanted a little bit thicker, and I'm sure next time you see me do a video, I'll say it's back to thicker, but right now it's real thin. So keep that real tight right through there. Same thing with this side. And you can use eye makeup remover or anything like that, but I just figure the more hydration around your eye area, the better. I'm very partial to a moisturizer. Don't use an eye cream because they're too thick and it will not move. It will become a very, very bundled mess. Okay, now we're gonna go into a CC cream. And you guys know how I feel about some CC cream. Jamie has the same love, right? So we're gonna use this as an all-in-one product of your moisturizer, your sunscreen, your concealer, your foundation, and your primer in one product. And there's only 4 colors to the CC cream, so don't get super paranoid about what color you are, because you probably could be a couple different colors. So Jamie could definitely be light to medium or medium to deep. I chose medium to deep, but really it was just arbitrary because she can be either one. And if you're a tan girl like myself, just getting back from Mexico, you can always add a little bit of deep CC cream in there for a great undertone and a little bit of depth and color. And it just goes on just like moisturizer, so you can use your fingers or you can use the foundation brush as well. Giving her a little bit of glow, even out her skin tone. Then we'll go into a highlighting pen. Okay, so we're gonna create some triangles on your face. The end of your eye to the end of your mouth, right through there. A little triangle between your brows, the middle of your nose. You can go in the top of your lip and the middle of your chin as well. If you've got thin lips, Jamie doesn't, but I'll show you how to do it. You can take that highlighting pen all the way through there. We want to definitely show the color, but we want it blended in. But be pretty generous. My diamonds are clunking together. First world problems right here. Definitely be generous with this product though. If you have been using it and you can't tell a big difference, you're not using enough. Okay, look straight into the mirror. opposite video camera. So you can see this side of her face looks lifted. It's like somebody just pulled a little mini facelift on that side of her face. So, okay, let me finish her up so she's even. Okay, so now she's highlighted right there. I'm gonna do a little bit of translucent powder. That is about as much as you need. I'm gonna take it in a powder brush. We're just going to buff, smoothing out pores, wrinkles, scarring, anything that ails you. It's also gonna set your makeup, and it's gonna be probably 100 degrees and disgustingly humid today in Missouri. So this is gonna be nice to set her makeup because she's gonna need to be fabulous for dinner tonight. Okay, I'm gonna go through with some light to medium bronzer underneath the cheekbones and then down into the jawline, into the neck a little bit, hitting that temple area, right through her hairline. I think the dogs got bored. They're all sleeping. Down through the jawline. And if you have like a thicker neck, like I just have a thicker neck, and CrossFit's not helping that, by the way, you can make it look skinnier by taking from the end of your jawline down through the middle, like here, and creating a little optical illusion. Okay, and then we're gonna do a little bit of guava. We're gonna mix the highlighter and the blush together. Just like so, big circles. We don't want a lot of competition with the eye. We definitely want that to be the focal point, but Juicy Guava just has the right amount of color, the right amount of health and life and brightness without being overpowering. It's kind of your go-to color. Consultants, if you ever just get confused on what cheek color to recommend, you can't go wrong with Juicy Guava. Just through there, perfectly beautiful. And then we're gonna give this just a real nice, subtle, pretty lip gloss. Fancy Nancy is one of those colors that you gotta have because it looks great on everybody and it looks good with everything. It's a gold, pink shimmer. And it's a great name. $3 worth it. Okay, bought that for me. There you go. Look in the camera. That is your wearable Smokey eye. And it's a Friday afternoon here. She's gonna look perfectly appropriate running errands as well as for dinner tonight.